afternoon. Matthew Dukes here with the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls, just bringing you a forecast update here late Wednesday afternoon, looking at the conditions across the area for the next 24 to 36 hours. Now we are watching a very intense storm system develop across the central United States. This storm system is bringing snow and blizzard conditions to portions of the Dakotas and heavy rain all the way to South Texas. The main forecast points here coming up, though, ponding water and river flooding continues to be a big issue across much of the area. A lot of the rainfall and snowmelt just has no place to run off to here this afternoon, so we're going to continue to see flooding of streets, flooding of ditches, even some road closures across the region. We're also watching for the increasing river levels across many areas south of Interstate 90. Now, this rainfall is going to continue this afternoon before turning much lighter this evening. We might have periods of drizzle and fog return late through the evening hours. However, more precipitation is expected to come northward into the area later tonight and into Thursday morning. Now, our biggest concerns, though, are with colder air wrapping into the system, which is expected to turn rainfall into a mixture of wintry mix of sleet, rain, freezing rain, and snow, all the way to snow as the day on Thursday moves on. Now, this is going to make for difficult travel across much of the state of South Dakota, but also expanding eastward across Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota later in the day on Thursday. Significant winds are also expected on Thursday and into Thursday night. We'll talk a little bit more about those details in a minute. Here's a quick look at the simulated radar timing here tonight. Now, as you can see on Wednesday evening, we are going to start seeing rain lift to the north and drizzle and fog move back in. Rain and snow are going to prevail across western and central portions of South Dakota. However, as we move through the night, rain will quickly spread back northward from the south. Now, some of this rain, once again, may be heavy at times, so we could see another quarter to even half-inch of rainfall overnight. You can see, though, this area of pink along the red dashed line is an area of transition where rainfall will be turning into freezing rain, sleet, and even snow. Now, this rainfall and transition area will move eastward through the night, likely arriving to areas along the James River Valley, mainly west of I-29 in Sioux Falls and Sioux City by daybreak on Thursday. Now, as we move through the day on Thursday, this transition line will again move east. For the Sioux Falls area, it looks like the transition will likely take place anywhere between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. When that happens, it looks like light to even moderate snow will spread across the area, with the potential for a few inches of accumulation very possible. Now, snowfall will continue to move eastward across the area through the day on Thursday, tapering off to light snow or flurries Thursday evening and Thursday night. Now, here's a quick look at the snow and ice concerns across the area. Generally, the highest amounts are going to be focused in central and portions of east central South Dakota, where anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snowfall could be possible. Further east, it looks like amounts could be lower. And again, this is very dependent on when rain changes over to snow Thursday morning. Amounts anywhere from 1 to 3 inches will be possible. Now, this snow is expected to be very wet and very heavy. This could limit the blowing snow potential through the day, but it will cause weight load issues, and by that we mean it will stick to every surface that it hits, from power lines to trees. And with the strong winds that are coming on Thursday, this could be a very an interesting scenario that plays out, where we could have some power line issues across much of the area if this snow begins to weigh down on these surfaces. Now, forecast ice accumulation, the heaviest amounts will take place across central South Dakota, where 1 to 2/10 of an inch may occur overnight tonight. Further east, a glaze of ice is possible as colder air comes in overnight. However, we're not really looking for widespread icing concerns as the snowfall moves into the area tomorrow. The biggest, though, concern on Thursday will be increasing winds. Once we get to midnight, winds will turn out of the northwest in central South Dakota, with wind gusts over 50 miles an hour likely. By daybreak and through middle of the day, these strong winds will surge eastward, where we're looking for gusts anywhere between 50 and 60 miles an hour across the area. These strong gusts continue through Thursday afternoon and really won't weaken very much until late Thursday evening and into the overnight hours. We can still see Thursday evening winds anywhere between 40 and 50 miles an hour expected. Now, obviously, these will impact many portions of the area. We could have objects blown around, difficulty driving on the roads, And with this falling snow, we're going to have some blowing snow, but mostly poor visibility with these strong winds and falling snow. Now again, if snow and ice does stick to any power lines or tree surfaces, we could also have tree and power line damage through the afternoon and potential power outages. From a travel concern perspective, the worst travel concerns are going to be over the central and western portions of the region, where the combination of snow and ice are going to lead for very slick and dangerous travel conditions. But we really want to emphasize that travel will deteriorate across the region during the morning and afternoon hours. As colder air and snow moves in, these conditions may actually lead to near blizzard conditions in some locations. This is especially true west of Interstate 29 in areas from Huron, Chamberlain, Lake Andes, Mitchell, and even down to Yankton, where significant snow and significant winds could combine to lead to very dangerous travel conditions through the day. Now, as colder air moves east, snow will slowly diminish through the afternoon, so we're not expecting quite as much travel concern over portions of Minnesota and Iowa. The concern we have for most areas, though, is any standing water that still remains Thursday night into Friday morning is going to freeze. So this will lead to some concerns for flash freezing and icy conditions on the road. So once again, we urge everybody to try to stay safe over the next 24 to 36 hours as this storm continues to move through the area. We appreciate you listening here today. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask us on some of our social media channels. Thank you very much for listening.